The iRig USB is out, but how does it compare to the iRig HDX? Well, let's compare features and find out. Neither snow, nor rain, nor cracked bone in thy foot, the show must go on, or something like that. Anyways, IK Myltimedia has continued to remodel their iRig series. We've already seen the iRig HDX, and now they've got the iRig USB. This may be the cheapest entry point into the paid version of the ecosystem of TONEX and Amplitube, but which one would be better for you? Well, we're gonna check out the features and hopefully I can help you figure that out. So let's break a leg or a foot, or let's just go. I've actually got an iRig USB to give away courtesy of Lonely Rocker and IK Myltimedia. If you want details on how you can get a chance to win this iRig USB, just stick around and I'll give you some details a little bit later in the video. First off, I've got a little tip for you. You come here. Now, I don't think it's a big secret, but IK Myltimedia wants to get you onto TONEX. That's their newest ecosystem, loaded with all sorts of tone models, great sounding amplifiers, pedals, cabs. Plus there's tone.net where you can download all sorts of free tone models from the tone.net community. IK Myltimedia wants you there, and for good reason, because TONEX is absolutely amazing. I'm an amp guy. And by the way, this is not a sponsored video. I'm not being paid to say this. This is my opinion. I've got a number of IK Myltimedia products here. TONEX pedal, obviously the flagship hardware device in the TONEX ecosystem, but things like AXIO1, which is a great audio interface with a built-in reamping. I've got the TONEX capture box here, the iRig HDX, which I reviewed in a previous video, and today the one that we're looking at, the iRig USB. Now, these little devices come bundled with TONEX SE and Amplitude SE. So if you were to buy those, just the software on its own, those would retail for about $200 a piece. See this little thing right here? This little interface, which retails for, I think, $69.99 US. Basically, if all you want is TONEX, this little thing is a key. It's going to unlock TONEX, get you into that ecosystem, plus Amplitube, and like I said, Tone.net, which is a community of other amp aficionados like you, creating all sorts of different tone models. You can download those for free. I'm even on there. You can search for Lonely Rocker. I've got my Engel Powerball 2 up there, my JCM 900. I've modeled my Rat pedal and my Rev Tilt Overdrive pedal, and I've got new stuff coming hopefully soon as I get some time. But anyways, that's just a little secret. If you just want to get into TONEX beyond the free version, which is also available, this little thing is a key. It's going to get you into the TONEX and Amplitube ecosystem, and well worth it because they're excellent products. And like I said, IK is being very aggressive in wanting to get you there, and I think you'll love it once you're there. So let's take a look at what you do get with the iRig USB at, like I said, $69.99 US. You've got a single channel or input audio interface. This will convert audio at 24-bit, and for recording, you've got 44.1 and 48 kilohertz. It does cap at 48 kilohertz. The single instrument input here, you've got an amp out. Now this amp out, there's a little switch on the side here that you can set to effects and through. When you set it to through, basically, it's going to take the signal from your guitar, it's going to loop it right out of the output here that you can plug into a real amplifier. So if you're using this for recording, you've got this connected by USB into your computer, you can have real-time latency-free monitoring with a real amplifier while you record a DI signal into your DAW. And then, of course, once you've got this, you've got TONEX. You can apply your tone models in your mix, but you can monitor with the real amp in real time. So it's actually a really great way to work. I mean, I've got bigger audio interfaces here, and I like to do that anyway. So great feature of a very inexpensive starter interface. You've got a headphone jack here too. Of course, you're not going to have speaker monitors connected to this, but you can monitor on with your headphones here with the mini headphone jack. Now, one really important feature that they have included, I will get into a comparison with the HDX because there are some considerable differences, is the background audio. Now, that's a setting you'll find in TONEX and Amplitube. Now, what that does when you set to background audio to on, if you flip over to another application, TONEX will be running in the background, which will allow you to plug in and play your tones and have it running in the background while you're using another application. So if you are running this through a little phone or your iPad here, that means you could be jamming to backing tracks on YouTube, still getting tones from TONEX in the background. So that's a really cool feature, and I'm glad they included that in the inexpensive version of the iRig here. By the way, one consideration whether or not you want to go with the USB version or consider the HDX is that USB ships with the USB-C to USB-C cable, nothing else. It is mobile compliant, which is it'll run on mobile devices. There's no Android, but it is iOS. So if we're talking USB-C, we're talking newer iPhones. There's no Lightning. The HDX actually also came with the Lightning connector, so I'm able to connect it to my slightly older and cracked screen limited edition iPad here. So if you are working on an older device and you want to connect your iRig, that means, yes, you could, if you've got a different cable at home, you've got a converter adapter. But if you have to buy one and you're adding 20, 30, 40 bucks to the costs, well, $70 suddenly becomes over $100. We're getting close to the $129.99 for this one. So that's actually one of the considerations on which one is for you, depending on what you have available. If you don't have to spend any more money, you just need the basic features, and TONEX and Amplitube is really what you're interested in. Well, again, that key that I talked about, but it is a consideration. So anyways, on board, you've got the dial here. This is going to give you hands-on gain control. There's a status LED light here. When it turns blue, it means that it's connected and your software is recognizing it. It's also a clipping indicator. So when you got your guitar plugged in and you're running too hot, it will turn red, but you've got the onboard control here to allow you to control that. And really that's pretty much it. Really stripped down, no frills audio interface, but it sounds great. I mean, 48 kilohertz. I'm recording at 48 kilohertz with my main audio interface. I really go higher than that. So I don't think that really is a deal breaker. How many people are working at 96 on such a small device? Maybe some of you. I'd like to know. Let me know in the comments. Anyways, let's do a feature by feature comparison with the iRig HDX to help determine if either one of these is for you. When comparing features, keep in mind the iRig USB retails for $69.99 US and the HDX is $129.99. Convert to your own currency as required. The iRig USB and HDX both come shipped with TONEX and Amplitube SE. Available for Mac, Windows, and iOS, you get both the desktop and mobile versions. Both interfaces are 24-bit, with the USB version recording at 44.1 and 48K, and the HDX can record up to 96K. The iRig HDX has a built-in tuner, and the USB does not. The iRig HDX also has loopback, and the USB does not. This is a great feature if you like creating clips of your playing and sharing them on social media. I did a whole video about that, link is in the description. The iRig USB comes shipped with a USB-C to USB-C cable, and the HDX ships with both a USB-C to USB-C and a USB-C to Lightning cable. While the iRig USB will work great with a Lightning-equipped device, an adapter may be required if your device does not have a USB-C port, incurring an additional cost. The iRig USB has onboard gain control, and on the HDX, gain is controlled within the software. Both devices have an amp out and an ability to output an affected or a dry signal. On the iRig HDX, you can control the headphone volume right from the device, and with the USB, you would control that through software. And both devices support the background audio feature. So if you've narrowed it down to these two devices, which one is for you? Well, really, it's going to come down to your needs and your budget. Now, if your main interest is TONEX and Amplitube, then the cheaper entry point, of course, is the iRig USB. You get all that great software, and it's not going to hurt the pocketbook too much, and you get a little, interface thrown in for good measure. Like I said before, this is a great practice tool, providing you have the connectivity to your device. Great little recording interface, good quality. And the amp out feature is great for real-time monitoring or hooking it up to an external speaker for a very inexpensive and portable rig. Now, if you're doing anything like social media where you want to upload clips of you playing on Instagram or YouTube Shorts, then I definitely would recommend HDX. The loopback feature is really going to be a game changer for you. You can record tones from TONEX right into your camera app, for example. It's really super simple and an efficient way to get great sounding tones from you playing up on social media. So just that extra feature alone, I think, is worth the little bit extra that this one's going to cost. And like I said, you have a few more features on here to dial in some more specific workflows for your specific needs. So if you're just looking for a basic starter interface and all those great tones and TONEX, save some money and grab yourself the USB. If you're doing social media and you need a few more requirements in your workflow, well, I would lean on the HDX. But how are you using these? Have you picked one up yet? Are you considering it? Do you have any questions at all? Always happy to hear from you. Let me know in the comments. So if you'd like a chance to win your very own brand new iRig USB, all you have to do is check the description. There's a contest link there. That's going to take you to lonelyrocker.com. That's my website. There's an entry form to fill out there. That's all you need to do. Winner will be announced via email, not anywhere here in the comments. Let's not fall for that. And I wish you the best of luck. Well, there you have the latest addition to the iRig series, the iRig USB. Hopefully that provided you with enough information to give you some ideas if it's the right device for you. The iRig HDX is a great option as well if you're looking for a few more features. But what's great, IK Myltimedia is offering us a lot of different ways to enjoy the digital platforms that they created. TONEX is a winner 100%, and there's a lot of different ways to get in, and iRig USB is just another way to do that. So I will put links in the description for more information. I do have affiliate links if you want to support the channel. That always helps. It doesn't cost you any more, but it helps this channel grow and prosper, and I really appreciate that. But if you did enjoy this video, please don't forget to like, subscribe, and ring that bell. And remember, you don't need a band to rock and roll, and I'll catch you in the next one. Hey, if you made it all the way to the end, I'd love to know who you are. Perhaps you can let me know in the comments. Don't forget to check out another video. I've got one waiting for you right here. And the description is full of all sorts of ways to support the channel. Affiliate links, I'm on Patreon, and I've got merch. And I look forward to seeing you again in another video.